check out my mojo. Yeah. Right. You know I let it style where you got days. So won't you back it up on me? I know the way you're whining and pop ways. Don't tease till it making me on me. Fast move when you move to the groove in the truth, baby. Back it up on me. Yeah, I know the style where you got days. So won't you back it up on me? This a girl a whine in a time. I move around like she don't have no spine. The next thing, though she find, she have the rest of them a wait in a line. Oh gosh, champagne a pop and we so fast. Weed in a spliff, no allow that. Girl, back it up, make me hold that. This girl's on a level right now. I match to the bass and the treble right now. Wine to the real, let my crowd. Bedroom bullying up and now pop down. Fast, fast, slow, slow. Anywhere you want, baby girl, go. Bounce up and down like a pro, go. Girl, you want it, they know, yo. Real on the scene, heavy movement. You and your team, yeah. Them can't intervene, right? You know I love that style where you got days. So won't you back it up on me? I love the way you whine in the pop ways. Don't tease till it making me all right. So smooth when you move to the groove, you're the truth, baby. Back it up on me. Yeah, I love that style where you got days. So won't you back it up on me?
Back it up on me, telling me that you want me, baby girl, if you loving tonight.
Right.
Baby, I'm in town, know that it's going down. You know that I'm only here for one night. You know what he won't do, really won't do. You know when I pray, put that thing upon you. Looking at you, looking like you really want to. There's nothing on this earth, baby girl, I won't do. Girl, cause we turning up. Shots on deck, cause we burning up. Take you back to the telly, throw it up. Take you back to the telly, throw it up, girl, throw it up. Oh, yeah. Looking at your friends like you don't care. Girl, cause the Grey Goose is in here. Oh, yeah, we inhale.
You know I let it style where you got days. So won't you back it up on me? I love the way you whine in your pop ways. Don't tease till it making me yawny. So smooth when you move to the groove, you're the truth, baby. Back it up on me. Yeah, I love the style where you got days. So won't you back it up on me?
ABR International, or ABR, is a management consulting firm with a team of consultants and associates who focus on growing and transforming home healthcare agencies, nonprofits, and small businesses in other industries as well as individuals. Our services include ABR Business Support Services, ABR Accounting and Tax Services, and ABR Anti-Money Laundering Compliance Services. At ABR, we bring to each assignment dedication and commitment, experience and skills, performance-based process, integrated solution teams, and client relations. For more inquiries on our services, call phone number 469-378-3955. That's ABR International, or ABR, transforming business through ideas. In order to keep ourselves and others safe from the coronavirus disease, we must all get vaccinated. Here are a few facts about the coronavirus vaccine. The vaccine does not have anything in it that can make you magnetic. All COVID-19 vaccines are free of metals. The COVID-19 vaccines available in the US do not contain live virus. They do not share any of their parts inside or outside of your body. The vaccine is safe for current and future pregnancies. There is no proof showing unsafe results on taking the vaccine for current or future pregnancies, which means pregnant women can also take the vaccine. The COVID-19 vaccine does not change your DNA. In fact, it has absolutely no interaction with your DNA. The vaccine does not cause you to test positive for the virus. It is untrue, as none of the vaccine will cause you to test positive in a viral test. Therefore, the vaccine is safe to use. Get vaccinated today and stay alive. A message sponsored by the African Career Education and Resource Incorporated, or ASA, in the state of Minnesota. The fight against COVID-19 has become imperative to the survival of the world, to the extent we must all get involved. The question is, how do I get involved? Get tested. Get tested if you feel COVID-19 symptoms. Example, sore throat, cough, headache, etc. Get tested if you know you met someone who is now COVID-19 positive. Get tested before going to places where you may meet a lot of people. Example, schools, work, etc. Get tested before traveling, both domestic and international travels. Get tested when asked by a healthcare or public official to do so. Get tested today. Know your status and seek treatment if need be to stay alive. A message sponsored by the African Career Education and Resource Incorporated, or ASA, in the state of Minnesota. Lapu's Kitchen, a Liberian-owned business operated by Johnson and Wales University's trained chef Joyce Matowia, is your dining away from home. At Lapu's Kitchen, we prepare all kinds of Liberian cuisines, including fried and rare oil potatoes green, kidney beans, palava sauce, fever leaves, and a lot more. We also make rice bread, meat pies, cookies, Benesi candies, and all kinds of pastry products. Place in your order online today from anywhere in the US at www.lorpukatchen.com. The good news is your package is sealed in an insulated cooling box and reaches your destination well preserved and fresh. Save yourself the stress and order the best from a professional chef. Lapu's Kitchen keeps your fingers licking. They say a home is where the heart is. That's why at Ameros Suites, we provide a conducive and safe environment for your long and short-term stay. With our 6 fully furnished luxurious apartments of 3 bedrooms each, our customers have the option of renting a full apartment or single bedroom. We also have standard rooms and king suites. At Ameros Suites, we have 24-hour electricity, cold and hot water, cable TV, internet service, and fully air-conditioned rooms. Ameros Suites takes the pressure off its customers with our fully equipped kitchens, living and dining rooms, as well as balconies. All you need is your personal belongings and enjoy your stay. We are located on Silver Beach Road in Dwazan, Lower Margibi County. For reservation, call our US number 610-986-1077 and our LIB number on 0777-588-118. You can email us at edithwaters111@gmail.com. Ameros Suites, a home away from home.
Another banger, baby, calm down.
Pinter One of Delaware. Yes, it's Pinter One of Delaware, the name that counts when you talk quality painting works. For more than 2 decades, Pinter One has brought more life and vigor to thousands of residential and commercial complexes with our quality painting services. Give your homes, offices, bars, stores, hospitals, shops, etc. that look they deserve by choosing Pinter One of Delaware. For more information, call us on phone number 302-508-3034. Again, 302-508-3034. Or visit our website at pinter1.com/Delaware. Or better still, email us on ivan@pinter1.com or Holly at pinterone.com. Schedule a free estimate and get 10% off by using the promo code Costa. Pinter One of Delaware. Renew your space, renew your life.
She dey give me small, small, I know.
Peter Massacre Insurance Agency is the name that counts when you talk quality and affordable insurance services. Located in central New Jersey, Peter Massacre Insurance Agency provides homeowner insurance, commercial and business insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, and a lot more. We partner with over 20 top-rated companies to ensure we provide affordable pricing and quality services to our clients. Not only that, we also offer free financial planning consultation, and we are licensed in 20 states across the USA. At Peter Massacre Insurance Agency, our staff are well trained to handle all your insurance needs. Visit our website on www.pmassinsurance.com or call us on phone number 609-571-3037. That's 609-571-3037. Peter Massacre Insurance Agency, your low-cost insurance partner.
I dey America, come fight me.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that Sendwave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download Sendwave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. Sendwave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you. I'm unstoppable. Oh, yes. Good morning, folks. Good morning, and welcome to the Costa Show. Today is the 18th day of May 2022. The time in Monrovia, make that a few seconds to 10:30 a.m. The time in Delaware on the eastern seaboard of the United States of America is 6:29, pushing up to 6:30 a.m. We're very glad to be here. We're grateful to God for just being alive. That's enough to be grateful for. We have an attitude of gratitude. Each day we see is a good day. It's a good day to be alive. There's so much to be grateful for and to be happy for. Now, everything might not be going well with you as you want it to, but just being alive and being healthy is something to be grateful for. Good morning, Buckeye.
Good morning, Costa, and good morning to our many listeners. We are gradually pushing towards the end of this week. Let's say welcome wherever you are. Our people listen to us in Asia, Europe, Americas, and other part of Africa. If you just joining us, welcome. This is the PKS platform, like we normally tell you, and this is where we lead, they follow. We break the news, they go and analyze it all around town and make it look like they are the one doing it. But yeah, we break the news.
We don't mind. Let them do that. They amplify it. That's how they amplify our voice. What we want is the things that we break to the public, we want it to spread to as many people as possible. And so when others take it and run with it and share it and amplify, that's good. It's still good. We want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We have a lot of important things we're going to be talking about today. Stay tuned. We have some sensitive information that we're going to give you. Yesterday, I spoke with a cousin of Afa Duno, the acting NEC magistrate in Gedeh, who has gone missing and has been missing for the last 2 weeks. I spoke with his cousin yesterday, who was very close with him, or who is close with him. We're so hoping for the best. We're hoping that he's still alive. But the information I got is very sensitive, and that's what I'm going to share with you this morning. You all need to understand just how did Alfred Duna come to be in trouble. You have to understand that, and in order to appreciate what he's going through, or the fact that he went missing, you have to know the story. What led to that? Bouaka is deep. It's all tied up in the elections that were just held.
Yep.
That's what it is. It's very deep, and we're going to share it with you. A lot of people are not happy. You remember the last election? Madison Guion, the guy who won, Grand Jury representative seat to replace Zoe Penham. That by-election.
Zoe Penham, yeah.
Yes, that by-election. It's very, very deep. We're going to give you the information. It's going to scare you. So that's one thing we're going to be talking about. Also, we will be speaking with a relative of his, a brother of his. Is that also Bouaka?
Yep.
We will be speaking with the brother of Alfred Duna. We will also be speaking with a relative of the young lady who was murdered.
She was.
Where?
Costa, if I send you the photos, if LPR.
Don't send me those photos, please.
Costa, if you see the photos of the girl, oh Father God.
She was brutally murdered.
Too much. Or eating just now. I saw the photo.
Please. Spare us with a graphic description, Bouaka. Just the horrible, too graphic, too grotesque for you to see. So we have a relative of that young lady with whom we will be speaking this morning on the show, right?
Yeah.
And it is said that the boyfriend is the one who murdered her.
Absolutely.
All right. That's the story we're getting, folks. That her boyfriend, what was it? A jealous rage? Was he? What was it? I mean, what's the theory? But we'll be speaking with the family. The family, they're not pleased at all. They're not happy. They're mad that the police don't seem to be interested in really investigating. And they're not happy at all.
The boyfriend name is Valentin. That's Valentin Kazel, but people normally refer to him as Bishop. And
so
Bishop.
Bishop is the one that stands accused, at least by the family members. Yeah.
Yep.
So we will be talking about that with the family member this morning. Also, we'll be telling you about the case yesterday, Joe Bouaka's testimony. Joe Bouaka took the witness stand for the second day, and he said a lot of things. Now, during the cross-examination, the defense lawyers representing Alex Cummins, they had the opportunity to cross-examine Joe Bouaka. This is when the lawyers from the other side get the opportunity to ask questions, to ask the witness questions, and they ask him lots of questions, only that most of those questions were struck down by the judge. The lawyers representing Alex Cummins seemed to be very frustrated. They lost their bearings. Their questions were very convoluted, and they made no sense. They asked a total of 45 questions to Joe Bouaka. Of the 45 questions, the lawyers representing Alex Cummins asked Joe Bouaka, witnessed Joe Bouaka. The judge, the magistrate, condemned, denied, and ultimately struck down 39 of those 45 questions. Are you kidding?
Wow.
So only 6 questions Joe Bouaka answered of the 45 questions the lawyers representing Cummins asked him. Only 6. They asked 45 questions. 45. So 45 questions of only 6 questions.
If I was the one like Mr. Cummins, I think there is nothing that I can depend on my lawyers for, because I don't
believe the lawyers. What are they going to ask? The facts are glaring. Joe Bouaka already exhausted everything. The lawyers were frustrated. Even the best lawyers under these circumstances would be in a very precarious situation. You can't blame them. They asked 45 questions. The magistrate struck down 39 of them. Only 6 of them. When they asked, they would ask,
Joe Bagay. So how long you been knowing Ellis coming? And you ain't coming with a friend from way back? The magistrate will say, question irrelevant, deny. A witness do not answer that question. And they will ask, okay, Joe Bagay. Okay, you and Joe Bagay went to, you and Ellis coming went to CWA way back in the day. The magistrate will say, question has already been answered. Irrelevant, immaterial. The question denied. Joe Bagay. Okay, the time you met coming into. Can you imagine? It was a disaster yesterday for Ellis Cummings and his lawyers. 45 questions directed to the witness, Joe Bagay. Of the 45 questions, 39 of them were struck down as being irrelevant, and the witness, Joe Bagay, was told not to answer them. What a disaster. So now where does it leave Cummings and his people? You ask questions that are irrelevant, questions that are clearly stupid, and Joe Bagay has already addressed all the issues that were relevant. Number one, the framework document that Ellis Cummings filed with the National Elections Commission, he didn't sign. He didn't sign that document. Number two, the copy that the Elections Commission produced in court upon request by the court is not the original copy that Joe Bagay signed along with his colleagues on May 19, 2020. Number three, it was a photocopied document instead of the original copy in color that they signed on May 19, 2020. Number four, Joe Bagay said, since they signed that May 19 document, Ellis Cummings has not, when he should have, produced and presented to him and his colleagues their copies of the document. Number five, the so-called withdrawal clause was never, ever in the original document that they signed on May 19, 2020. So where the hell did Ellis Cummings get that stuff from? Number six, Joe Bagay said, yes, they did indeed give instructions to the lawyers to include 10 items to the new document, to modify the original document which was signed on May 19, thereby scrapping it, amending it, presenting it back to them for review and approval and endorsement and signing. But that didn't happen. Joe Bagay said they never brought the document back to them. After the lawyers brought the recommendations, they never saw the documents. No, they didn't. And Ellis Cummings proceeded to make his own additional amendments. As his own lawyers and his own supporters have said, they made cosmetic changes. Harmless changes were made. And then they proceeded to file the document. Joe Bagay also said Ellis Cummings was the chairperson of the CPP at the time and not Daniel Nathan. Nathan was never chairperson of the CPP. He was the chairman of the ANC. Why did Nathan submit the document to the Elections Commission as the chairperson of the CPP? There you go. So now the Cummings folks, what could they do? They were confused. Now, mind you, Cummings does have some very good lawyers. I'm going to be fair. Abraham Sila from Heritage and Associates, he's a good lawyer. But even a good lawyer can find it difficult when his client has a bad case. When his client has a bad case, the best lawyer can shut down and would perform dismally. And that is exactly what has happened to the Cummings legal team. It's a disaster. I don't see how they're going to come back from this. They also proceeded to say that of all the things Joe Bagay said, you didn't see the ANC people running around on social media talking nonsense. The only thing you saw is they're saying Joe Bagay disowned Ellis Cummings. Joe Bagay said he didn't know Ellis Cummings from anywhere. They don't go back as far back as CWA. That is not true. We have seen this transcript. It's on social media. Yesterday, saying that Dylan published a transcript. Others, we've seen it. The transcript of the testimony. In the testimony, Joe Bagay was asked whether he knows Ellis Cummings, whether he knows the defendants, Nathan, Cummings, and Toe. Joe Bagay says he knows them, but in the case of Cummings, he's known him for a long time. What does that mean? For a long time. Did he have to say, I've known him since CWA days? Irrelevant. Joe Bagay said, I've known Ellis Cummings for a long time. The rest of them, I've known them since the CPP formation days. That's what Joe Bagay said. So then what is your point? They were running around saying, oh, you know, and Joe Bagay said he doesn't know Cummings. That is irrelevant. It's immaterial. What is important is that Joe Bugger said he didn't sign that damn document that Ellis Cummings submitted. Joe Bugger said he doesn't recognize it. Joe Bugger said he didn't get a copy. Joe Bugger said they didn't add that withdrawal clause. Joe Bugger said Ellis Cummings was the chairperson of CPP and not Daniel Nitten. Joe Bugger said a whole lot of things.
Yeah, but and then he also said that later on the exit clause was incited in the section 5 of the document, which was none to his knowledge.
That's what I'm saying. He said he didn't know about that withdrawal clause. It was later, it was after the fact when the whistle was blown that Cummings nicodemously, unscrupulously inserted the withdrawal clause in order to tie UP, ALP, and Liberty Party in this arrangement, so that he would then go to the primary and use money to wreck the process, so that when he becomes the Senate bearer of the CPP, Joe Bugger and others would be compelled to stay and support him. That was his strategy, Bugger. He's never been a good fit partner from day one. Never. Not from day one. His whole plan was, I would tie Joe Bugger, Ure, and Yombly in this arrangement with this ridiculous withdrawal clause, which violates the very principle of Article 17 of the Constitution, the right to freely assemble, the right to freely associate and disassociate whenever you desire to. A Cummings said, I will hold them to this arrangement. They will not be able to leave. That was his plan, Walker, all along. Yeah. But it backfired. Now, folks, we have some update for you regarding the women, the Liberian women, our sisters in Oman, the Middle Eastern country of Oman, where they were taken under false. They made all kinds of promises to them that encouraged them to go to Oman to work as domestic servants, and they've been treated very badly. You all know the case. Update for you. So yesterday morning, as I told you, the president said in his message, George Weah, that I should contact Minister McGill for details to work with them in terms of the modalities that are being worked on to get these sisters to come back, right? Yeah. So yesterday, instead of me getting to Minister McGill actually reached out. So Minister McGill reached out to me twice, and I called you, Bwaka. I said, Bwaka, send me the phone numbers of the young ladies. The minister wants them. So I got the first batch, Martina Konate, who has also been in touch, direct touch with these young ladies, send me 8 numbers in total. I forwarded those 8 numbers and the names to Minister Nathaniel McGill. President, we have said McGill will reach out to you, or you reach out to McGill. I didn't reach out to McGill. Thankfully, Minister McGill reached out to me, which was a good thing. I sent the numbers to Minister McGill last night. The individual Bwaga has been dealing with, who is in direct touch with the women, I spoke with him yesterday as well. I know the guy. I met him before. I know him. Good guy. So he is going to send me all of the other numbers. Now, some of them might be the same numbers, the same persons that Martina sent to me, but I will still forward those numbers to Minister McGill once I receive them. Now, Minister McGill told me yesterday the Ministry of Gender, Minister Pisota, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, they are collaborating on this effort to bring our sisters back. It is a humanitarian effort. It is a humanitarian effort, and we're in touch with the government. You can even say we are working with the government. That's what we're doing to bring our sisters back.
Once we want to bring our sister back, no problem.
You won't go politicize it, that your business. We don't care. We are working with the government of Liberia, directly with the president, and then his Minister of State, Minister Nathaniel McGill, to bring our sisters back home. Anything you want to say about it, you want to say Costa and the president, they're very cool, that your business. You want to say, oh, Costa got the president on speed dial, they can elect you, that your business. That your business. Allah Baga?
No.
You think
they want to
see
people crying here saying that, oh, our sisters are suffering in various countries. So now we have the opportunity to bring them back. They say we shouldn't work along with the government. No, I don't know.
No, but our people are not saying that. I just few people saying that. Yeah. But the well-meaning Liberian people are not saying that. They want our sisters back. They don't care how it happens. In fact, they know that the only people that can make it happen are the government. So that So Minister McGill has some of the numbers, 8 of them. We're going to supply him more, and they're going to work to ensure that they get those sisters to return to Liberia to be reunited with their families. One of the things we're going to tell the government, we want them to set up a program where Liberians can be taken abroad if they want to. If they want to go abroad to get jobs, to work. We have to have a program in place, because the way our people are being exploited and being abused, we have to set up a government program where we can make this happen so that the government can be aware. So that the government can be aware that their citizens are going abroad, rather than having people just grab people and take them abroad. No, we're not going to, it's a bad idea. The government has to be involved. The government has to set up a program where the people can be taken abroad as expat workers. Now, there may be skilled laborers, unskilled laborers, but whatever it is they are, they must have a program where those countries can issue work visas to take them there, to work there so that they can be protected, they can be safe. So we will keep you updated. I was communicating with Minister McGill again today. No need to go back to the president. The president has already said Minister McGill will get in touch. Minister McGill did get in touch, and we're working together to ensure that our sisters are returned home to be reunited with their families. And we need to also say that be careful. To those of you who are still at home, don't just jump on any opportunity. Somebody tells you, oh, we can take you from here and take you to Dubai or take you to this country and we can get you a good job and we can do this. Be careful. Be careful. That's our advice to you. Now, on Thursday, I will not be on the show, but I'm traveling to Houston, Texas. Huh?
Okay.
I'm traveling to Houston, Texas to visit with my sister. And so I will not be on the show on Thursday. My flight is very early. It's in the morning. I will be back on Sunday. So we will not do the show on Thursday and Friday, unfortunately. But I have to go. James Rattle, today is your birthday. We want to say happy birthday to you, Mr. James Rattle of New Jersey. Mr. Rattle, I wish you all the best as you celebrate your birthday today. Your peak, you follow the Costa Show, and we want to say happy birthday to you, Mr. James Rattle. Ria Itus, happy birthday to you, my brother. Today is also your birthday, and we wish you all the best. You follow the show, you remember the COP. Shout out to you, James Rattle and Ria Itus. The both of you celebrate your birthday today. To all of you who celebrate with them, we want to say happy birthday to you. Now, sometime last week, we talked extensively, hosted, interview the two camps in the Trenton Community Leadership election. Now, that election has been held. It was held on the 14th of May, and we have the election results here. We have the results of the Trenton election. So I'm going to go ahead and provide you the results of the Trenton election. Now, I have spoken with, I chatted with Mr. Hector Weah. He reached out to me to say thank you for the role he played, and I told him congratulations on his hard-fought effort in participating and standing up for what he believed in, and it was a good fight. He put up quite a great fight. The election was won by the Anthony Kpaye camp, and I spoke with Kpaye on the phone. I reached out to him to commend him. So I reached out to both sides, and Mr. Kpaye, who won the election. I spoke with him. He called me after I congratulated him, and I urged him to work to bring about unification and reconciliation. And Mr. Kpaye said he's going to do that. So I have the results of the election here. The results of the 2022 EULA election for they hired a company called Honest Ballot LLC. They were the company that did the whole election, Yeah, that's a company. And the president of the company is the one who signed the thing here. Linda Gibbs, president, Honest Ballot LLC. So they hire a company to do the entire election process. And these are the results. These are the results. The total turnout, 651 people turned out to vote, 651 people turned out to vote, which is 93% of the 700 electors voted in the process. So they have 700 electors, 700 voters. Of the 700 people that were certified, 651 of them turned out, which is 93.0% of the registered voters. Now, this is how they voted. Anthony F. Baye, President Peter Massacre, Vice President, they received 328 votes, representing 51.3% of the votes. Hector H. Weir, President Linda Logan Gordon, Vice President, they received 312 votes, representing 48.8% of the votes.
Wow.
Okay. It was a close race.
Very close.
Very close. Very, very close. When you look at the mountain, the Paye Camp won by just about what, 20 votes? No, less than 20 votes. It was a very close race. 51% for Paye, 48% for the other side. They won by less than 20 votes. So it was a close race. And so I urge the camps to work together and for the betterment of their community. And that is where we are with that. Very close vote. It shows that the race was competitive. On this public forum, I want to congratulate Mr. Hector H. Weir and his vice presidential candidate, Madam Linda Gordon, on their hard-fought effort in participating in this process. And it shows good faith on their part, even though they had concerns, but they went ahead, they participated. I want to say congratulations to them. They didn't win it this time, but 2 years from now, there will be another election and they can keep working in the community and perhaps they will have a better shot next time. Let me also say congratulations to the president and the vice president-elect of the Liberian community in Trenton and the encompassing areas, Mr. Anthony F. Paye, president-elect, and his vice president, Peter Massacre, on their victory as president and vice president of the Liberian community in Trenton and the encompassing areas. Congratulations, gentlemen. Now the ball is in your court. Go out there, get the people together, make the community work. Thank you so much. I want to say shout out to Mrs. Comfort Johnson Monroe and her dear hubby, Mr. Monroe. If you're listening, I say shout out to your madam. Yeah, you're wonderful folks. Shout out to Mrs. Comfort Johnson Monroe. But okay, we're going to go to something else here this morning. As I said to you, I have some sensitive information regarding Afraduno. The guy who served for many years, for several years, okay, as logistics officer in the in Gedeh for the National Elections Commission. I have some sensitive information to share with you. Now, this is where the problem started. There was a guy called Arthur Dweji. Arthur Dweji was the elections magistrate for Gedeh. Arthur Dweji. Dweji was suspended and is currently the subject of an ongoing investigation over the practice of supposedly collecting money from legislative candidates in Gedeh to anoint them winners in election races. Are you listening, folks?
I'm following.
Arthur Dweji was suspended. He's under investigation. A recording surfaced in which Arthur Dweji was negotiating money in exchange to change election results in Gedeh to make somebody win. The Elections Commission moved to suspend him and he's under investigation. Because Arthur Dweji is being investigated, are you listening? The Elections Commission then proceeded to appoint Afraduno, the young man who's now gone missing. They appointed Afraduno, who was or still is the logistics officer. They appointed him to acting magistrate to replace Arthur Dweji, who is under investigation for manipulating election results in exchange for money. Wakai, that is where Afraduno's problem started. Are you listening?
Yeah.
Alfred Duno now had to preside over the just ended, okay, the just ended by-election in Grand Gedeh, in which Madison Wion defeated the CDC candidate to emerge winner. Listen, folks. During that exercise, the young man Alfred Duno was engaged by certain actors, political actors in the county. For now, we will not call the names of the people who approached him. They approached him and they offered him money, the young man who's gone missing, to change the election results in their favor. The exact same thing the guy who he was temporarily sitting in for was engaged in is what they offered Alfred Duno. Alfred Duno refused the money that was offered to him. Alfred Duno said he was going to do the right thing. During the election, a certain number of ballot papers, hundreds and hundreds of ballot papers, with the series numbers in the 600s, 600 series, those ballot papers, in the Chien district, are you listening, folks? Surfaced. During the election, the last by-election in Grand Gedeh, strange ballot papers surfaced in the Chien district. When those ballot papers surfaced in the Chien district, Alfred Duno, acting magistrate, instructed all the neck poll workers in the Chien district. He told them all the votes, all the ballots that are cast with the 600 series, do not count them, quarantine them, set them aside. The reason is this: the 600 series were fake ballots. Poor guy. Somebody went and manufactured fake ballot papers, and people were voting with those fake ballot papers. Alfred Duno instructed the poll workers, any ballot paper in the 600 series, because he said, look, it's not consistent. We don't have 600 series yet. So why would ballot papers surface in the hundreds that are 600 series? These were people that were brought from out of Grand Gedeh to vote. They gave them ballot papers. But the mistake they made, the serial numbers were 600 serial numbers, and they were off the charts. They were not, you are dealing with 400 serial numbers, and then somebody comes with 600 serial numbers. Are you kidding?
You're not part of it. You're not part of
You
it.
jump over 500 serial numbers. You jump straight to 600 serial numbers. No, Alfred Duno said, put those serial numbers aside. All ballot papers with 600 serial numbers, put them aside. Are you listening to where the trouble came from for Alfred Duno? Listen keenly, we will educate you. Alfred Duno told people in Chien district, put the serial numbers aside. That's where Alfred Duno probably came from. So what Alfred Duno did, you remember when Madison Wion, when the election took place in Grand Gedeh, the by-election, and they said Madison Wion beat the CDC candidate, and everybody was shocked. Damn it. What? CDC lost in Grand Gedeh? You remember the election results were delayed to be announced? Because they had to investigate what I. They launched an investigation into how the 600 series numbers came out. The ballot papers carrying 600 series number, he put the ballot papers aside. When Alfred Duno put those ballot papers aside, then the individuals in whose favor those ballot papers were going to benefit, those ballots were going to benefit, they approached Alfred Duno. They said, young man, get some money here. Take the money, man. Accept the votes. They wanted Alfred Duno to accept those ballots that carried serial numbers in the 600s that were not consistent with any of the serial numbers they have for the rest of the ballot papers. Alfred do not put his foot down and said, I will not agree. He refused. The young man refused to accept the money. This is a story that I haven't told you. This is a story we are telling you. Alfred do not say, I will not take this money. When that young man refused the money, Alfred do not begin to get sick. I'm going to show you pictures of Alfred do not. They use juju on him first. Juju. Juju, I say medicine. Alfred do not became sick. You will not believe it. He started getting dry. Yeah. I'm about to show you. When the medicine was wasting time to kill Alfred do not, then they kidnap him. I'm going to find the pictures of Alfred do not sick so you can see. Huh? Alfred do not began to get sick and sick and sick and sick and sick. Then they took Alfred do not, they started carrying Alfred do not to a village. We'll give you all the information. All the information, we will give it to you. This is Alfred do not, folks. This is a young man in his NEC jacket. As you can see, those of you watching, yeah, that's Alfred do not in his National Elections Commission jacket. Alfred do not started getting sick. I'm looking for the sick picture where he was sick. My people, let me tell you what happened. So Alfred do not girlfriend, she needs to be investigated. Listen to me, folks. You know what Alfred do not got missing?
Nope.
In her village, in Niao. There's a place in Grand Gedeh called Niao, a district. That's one of the 16 ethnic groups in Grand Gedeh, Niao. Alfred Duna's girlfriend took him to Niao. Niao. Where all my crown people there? Where all my beloved crown people? Where Evangeline Mamita? Oh, I speak of crown people, I can't even think of Abraham Kidi. That man, Moria crown man, you not know real crown man. Moria crown man. I'm sure ABK, they can't even speak a word of crown. But Alfred Duna's girlfriend is the one that took him to her village in Niao. Niao. So because of that, that is why Massacre won the election. Because those fake ballot papers, yeah, that's true. That's where Nancy Doe is from. The former fight lady Nancy Doe, she's from Niao. So Alfred Duna refused to count those ballots with the 600 serial numbers. And so the election delayed for a while. I mean, the pronouncement of the winner delayed for a while. Bam! When they announced the results, because those ballot papers with the 600 serial numbers didn't count, Madison William defeated CDC in Grand Gedeh, something we had not expected, we had not seen ever since CDC was established.
Zopeno.
Huh?
Zopeno.
No, Zopeno is a Zopeno seat they were having an election for.
That's what I'm saying.
Madison Guion defeated the CDC candidate
in the same area.
Yeah, that's Zopeno were already senator. So that is how it happened.
So you started getting getting sick.
Huh?
He started getting sick after
then
the
he
election.
began to get sick. They started carrying him from place to place. Then his girlfriend, listen to me. The girlfriend took him to her village in Niao for treatment. When they went to her village, she would bring him back to the house. He would be in, Jeremiah Shokin was the candidate from the CDC. They flocked him. When the man, his siblings, her family would go look for him. She would be hiding him from the family. The family would be asking for their son. Where is our son? Where is our brother? Alfred Duno. She would tell them Alfred Duno is not around while he was sick. It was in her village, his girlfriend, that he got missing. It was in her village in Niao that he got missing. Alfred Duno got missing in her girlfriend's village in Niao. That girlfriend. She used to hide him from the family. But guy, it is hard time. We went to the phone lines to speak, or to the phone to speak with that relative. Some of people, you're hearing it. Alfred Juno did not just go missing for nothing. He did something with the elections in Grand Gedeh. He quarantined ballot papers that were not consistent with the serial numbers. That is what happened. They went to him, they offered him money before the election started, and after the election, the votes were cast. I'm a palm eating so. A lot of my big brother Abraham Kid, they come and send me small thing. He said crime people can kill each other. Who told you that one? You got 16 sections in Grand Gedeh. They say crime. Anybody can kill anybody. Crime man can kill crime man. Pele man can kill pele.
Take your WhatsApp. I'll say something.
And you see what I say, my big brother Abraham Kid, that Memorial crime man. Terramazing crime man. Aha! This is Alfred Duno. Okay, thank you. The boy got sick. Look at Alfred Duno. This is the photograph of Alfred Duno. He started getting sick and sick and sick and sick. Do you see him? If you see him, tell us you see him.
Yeah.
That's Alfred Duno. Folks, do you see Alfred Duno? Sick. Very, very sick. There he is.
And he gave her hiding it.
And the girlfriend was hiding him. She hid Alfred Duno from the family for a long time. For a long time. Right after the election, right after Alfred Duno announced or quarantined those votes, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of ballots that were in the 600 serial numbers that were not consistent with the other ballots. The boy that got sick. The boy that got sick. He just got sick. Then his girlfriend took him to the sick bush in her hometown in Niao. You see, Alfred Duno comes from Konobo district. You see, he's from Konobo district and his girlfriend is from Niao. So the girlfriend knows something. When the family members, Baga, are you trying to get them on the phone? Please do that now.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Thank you. When the family members would go to the house to ask for their son, she would say, here, what, but she was hiding him. She was hiding Alfred Duno in the house. Yeah, here. Young man, deteriorated, got sick. Yeah, Alfred Duno there, looking old. Yeah, Alfred Duno would not be in this problem had Alfred Duno not refused the money. You see what it means to have integrity? Sometimes integrity can cost you your life. What guy? Yeah, Niao clan. You're right. Thank you, Anthony Gay. Niao is not a district, it's a clan. Thank you. The Niao clan. That's where she's from. I think Niao is in Chien. If I'm not, Chien district or Bazon district. Which district is Niao in? What guy?
Yeah.
What happened?
I'm still trying to get in touch with the guy. I don't know.
Okay, but I see somebody that joined us.
No, that's the other guy from the little girl issue.
Fantastic. Let's speak with a gentleman. You can call her little girl. She was 18 years old. Good morning, George Saki.
Good morning, Henry Costa. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. You're perfect. Mr. Saki, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Henry Costa. Thank you, Bwaka Kamara. Thank you for the great job you guys do for our country, our people in and out of Liberia. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Thank you, my brother. Welcome. First of all, I want to say how deeply, deeply sorry and disturbed we are for your loss and over the gruesome manner in which your relative, that beautiful young lady, had her life ended. We're very sorry for your loss, my brother.
We accept their sympathy.
Josh, tell us about your who you are to her, first of all, or who you are to how are you related to her, to the deceased, to the victim, and tell us a little bit about her. We want to know who she is, not just a name, but who she is or who she was, and how did she meet her end. The floor is yours, my brother.
Thank you. So, as my name is displayed, I'm George D. Saki. Her sister is Maima M. Saki. She's known in the community as Mary. I'm her little brother. I'm the brother next to Maima. Maima has 3 girls, age 27, 21, and 18. This was the last child, the youngest born. So I migrated here in the United States 2004. That's the same year she was born. She was born 2004, February 17. So then, and in 2 years' time, her husband passed. Napoleon Blasua. Her last name is Blasua. Fatou Blasua is her name. Her husband passed 2007. So with the grace of God, I've been shouldering the responsibility with the help of God, my wife and family. We've been doing well. We secure a low place in as a widow place to stay. So to call all long matter short, I am her uncle.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We like that. Now that you've told us about her, tell us, how did she meet her very tragic end?
So she graduated from high school, January of this year. And then they called me and told me, say, Uncle George, because they know me to be their dad, but they call me uncle, something they call me dad because she grew up knowing me, seeing me around. She said, I'm in a sewing school, but can you please get me a sewing machine because we're about to do practical. We're about to do the hands-on right now. The theory.
So you need to have our own machine to practice.
Right. So can you buy me a machine? So I said, check for the machine. When you go check for the machine, look for, I think the Butterfly or Singler. There's a good brand.
Very good brands.
Yeah. So I told her, look for that brand. The brand is good. But then I came to myself, I said, but the young little girls over there, they got 3 girls, they graduate from high school, they're going beautician. So let me try to do something. So I called one of my friends in Philadelphia, Alvin Jones, a friend, Alvin Jones' brother. Yeah, Nyankwe Jones is very good. He worked for the government, in the federal government.
Yeah, good.
So I went to him and said, I'm trying to get my niece over here. I need to come and study. He said, but Camden County Cali would be preferable, So I went through the whole process, everything. I talked to the lady. She said the time is very short. It's for 4 semesters. You got to do everything. So we did everything express, and God will have it. We got the I-20. She was accepted, and we sent it back home. A friend of mine
trying to bring you to study.
Yeah, my friend of mine going. We sent it back home. I got all the documents, and we registered. We booked her appointment. The appointment was for next month, June.
For the visa.
Yeah, June the 24th. Everything was in place, June the 24th. So I advised the mom, you have to be careful with your daughter. When people hear that people coming to the United States,
sometimes some people get jealous.
They get jealous. So keep this to yourself. Let the little girl read her book. If I told her to leave the sewing school, let her just pay attention to more reading, try to get okra, with stuff.
You are a good man, my brother. You are a good man.
Yeah, but the school, and so the mom, so I asked the mom, it was just yesterday I spoke to the mom. Yesterday was Tuesday. She died on Sunday night. So Tuesday I ought to speak to the mom because it's the crying and everybody crying. So to get this shot, she have a boyfriend by the name of Darlington Kisa, but everybody in the community know him as Bishop. I sent all the photos to
Waka
has sent a lot of photos. So the boyfriend has come to the mom and told the mom, said, but Fatou, don't pick up my call anymore. When I call her, she don't answer. I don't see her. It's like because she's going to America now, I can big and bad. So he brought a phone and left it at the house. This is a person you have not seen for quite a week. He brought a phone and left it at the house, a smartphone, and left it with her. So I think he brought the phone on Thursday, and then on Sunday, and I called that Fatou to take the phone to the house. On Sunday,
his house.
Yeah, to his house.
So he left a phone at Fatu's house.
Yeah, he went to the
He had not
house.
seen Fatu in a while, but he suddenly left a phone there. Then he called later and asked Fatu to take the phone to his house.
Yes.
Was that all planned? Maybe it was a way to lure her to his place.
To lure her. That's what I'm saying. To lure her. That's the actual use our that's the actual words I was using. I said he did this to lure her, to get her over. So Fatu came from church. Fatu is a choir little girl. I think I heard that she's singing in the choir, and her mom I told her, say you gotta leave all these things and concentrate, go to a more prayer meeting and think. And that's why she acquired the relationship, acquired the attention to the young man, because she was going to a low prayer meeting and other stuff. And then she took the phone at 3 o'clock. So my sister said at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, the gentleman tested her and said, has Fatu reached home? And then she just called right away. Said, why are you testing? We have not seen Fatu. We're looking for her. He said, but Fatu came here when she reached. She was sick. She was vomiting. In fact, I gave her something for medicine, and I put her on bike. And then everybody in the yard went out looking for Fatu. They looked all over for Fatu. They didn't find Fatu. That Sunday night. Monday morning, they said, we got to go on the search. Early morning, they went. And my sister said when she was going, some people at the LPRC fence, some group of people were coming and said, what? The kid I get blasted away. Wow, that was so bad. And then she said life was going out of her. And when she went, she saw a group of people standing around a zinc shop. I think you see in the video. And then look in the zinc shop, she saw her daughter.
She saw her daughter lying down like that. Hey, man.
Down like that. And so the police arrested him because he was the first person, the last person she was seen with. But interestingly, Costa, something that is making me angry, and I want this to go out. We always blame the government. People beat on the government. I must say beat on the government. People say the government killing people. No, the government don't kill people. The government don't know about people, love relationship they're going through, their deals, their arrangement. But when someone is found dead, the manner in which the government approach the situation.
That is the thing.
Yes. The anger, the quest, that test to arrest injustice, to bring justice. That's why the government is lacking. So, to cut long matter short, luckily where that body was, in fact, when the government came, they said this seemed to be like a gang rape. So that's why I've been going on the internet, a gang rape. But luckily, that zinc shop is built right close to steel factory. It's a Seti brother has a steel factory.
Yeah, Seti brother, right in the FRC fence.
Right. And luckily, there's a CC camera there. So my sister and two of our representatives and the boy parent, two representatives went to the station. In fact, yesterday morning, he had changed his statement that, I didn't pull her on bike. I escorted her halfway and left her.
So he changed his story and contradicted himself.
Right. He changed his story and said, no, I didn't pull her on bike anymore because the community is small. Everybody will know all the bad boys. And while another bad guy wasn't attacked. So it just, nobody could not find the bad person. So he said, no, I didn't pull her on bike. I just escorted her. She went, I stopped halfway and I went back. So they went to the police station and the detective said, the CC camera is ready, but we got no transportation. My uncle said he's so lackadaisical in his approach, like he have no interest. Even in this place, we buy paper, all the stationery got to buy it.
So they need a vehicle to go to remove the Fatu's body?
No, the CC camera, they were going to get the CC camera.
Okay.
Seti has called to go and get the video.
Oh, so the Seti area had a camera.
Yeah, that steel factory has a CC camera. That was the luckiest part in this case.
That's why Seti got his steel factory.
Yes, They were right on the fence of the steel factory. That zinc shot is built. That's why it has no door.
It was in the right area that the camera must have captured it.
Exactly so. It has no door. One of these places in Liberia, they call Lapu door. In the day you go, you sell, and you take the Lapa down, and it has benches. There are like 3 or 2 benches there, and now you go, you just take a Lapa down. So it was open when they enter. So my sister, when he said they need transportation, my sister, pastor was with her, And he said, oh, but I got my vehicle. So they got in a vehicle, they got the camera, the footage. They went to the station. Because I kept contacting Rufus, one of my representatives that I'm talking with. So he said, I'm still waiting. I could not go in because they needed only 3 people. Your sister Mary took 2 other people with her. So we're there, and after 1 hour, they called me. So I said, what did they find? They said they saw the camera show is not very clear. The camera not clear, but you can see through it. There is Fatu and a gentleman of the scene high of the board. They walk and enter that zinc shot. Not holding hand, nobody hold her, nobody and pushing her. She's not on any duress. They walk into the zinc shot, and that was it. And for 45 minutes, they entered there at 7:45 p.m. I don't know the exact time. And then he entered with black short pants, white t-shirt. And then he came out, but now he was wearing a black t-shirt. There's no more white shirt. It's black t-shirt, black pants. And he will come out and look and go back, look, and finally he walked out. But he was walking out, black short pants, black t-shirt. But
and Fatu did not come out with him.
No, Fatu did not come out. And so the video continued to play for the longest. No other person entered. Fatu did not come out.
That's the bugger, man. That's him.
Yeah, but here, Costa, listen to this interesting thing. The police is still telling us that this guy is not a suspect. He's a person of interest. After seeing that evidence, the police said they are going back to Biscuit Factory. There's another factory as opposite steel factory to show them another angle, to get their video, to show them the front view of another angle. But you got something on hand. They got to charge this guy. They got to charge Darlington. That's my request. He should be charged right now.
So many things here, my brother George. The last person Fatu went to was Darlington.
Yes. Darlington, Valington.
Darlington. Bishop. Let's call him Bishop.
Yeah, they call him Bishop in the community.
Then the CCTV footage shows. Was he walking with somebody that seemed like kidnapper? No. Did he seem scared?
No.
Was he fighting a person? No. The 2 of them willingly walked into the zinc shop.
Right.
45 minutes later, he came outside. She didn't come outside.
Yep.
Then he changed his shirt.
Yeah,
so
interestingly,
I go there with a stranger. That's the first thing.
Interestingly, there's an eyewitness. My sister said they saw Darlington with a white t-shirt and a black pant. And the eyewitness is willing to go to the police station to testify that we saw this man Sunday evening with white t-shirt and black pants. And listen to this. On Monday morning, on the crime scene, he arrived there. He was in the same black t-shirt, black shorts. He had been when he was arrested. It's the same clothes on the CCTV camera. It's the same clothes in. But
then what more do they need?
Police is saying he cannot even be a suspect. He's a person of interest. That's our fear before they let him go, because
eyewitness saw him wearing the same clothes. When he was arrested, he was wearing the same clothes that in the CCTV footage. He built his height quite similar to what the CCTV footage showed. He was the last person Fatu was with. He had motive because he had complained that Fatu was acting big and bad on him because he was about to go to America. He went and left his cell phone to the house and asked Fatu to take it to him. Yes. What more do they need?
What more? So I want him to be charged. I want him to be considered as a prime suspect. The police is still telling us that he's a person of interest. I said
no. And they say he should be a suspect, prime suspect, not person of interest.
Prime suspect. And let me close on this. He has a cousin in New York called Stephen. He's a young boy. The father just sent for him. So my niece, one of my nieces, the girl that Fatu is next to, Princess, she's 23. That's her friend. I believe Fatu met Darlington through him. So he and I been on the phone. Even my sister is calling me right now, but I will talk to her later. So he and I been on the phone yesterday, and this interests me a lot. He and I been on the phone. He been giving me out there. So when I call, he said, okay. He said, oh, Darlington, because he's from that family, but we in good relationship. We're talking. He said, the latest information I got now, they got the CCTV footage and they're going to look at it. That was beautiful. So we've been talking all day. So after the footage, They gave me my information. I call him. I said, what are people telling you? He said, oh, I didn't talk to me yet. I said, I'll wait. After 2 hours, I call him again. He said, oh, everybody phone up. They are so no more work from his end. The parent went, they saw their needs, they saw their son, and they know. You see, even if the photo is not clear and you know somebody for long, you will see the posture, the body movement.
You know.
You will know.
You know. Then you got eyewitness.
Yeah, we want to.
The mother made that guy run away.
And that's we trying to hire a lawyer. You know, my brother-in-law we trying to hire because if not, if they come with a lawyer and they can just bail him out. So we want to that's why we're working on this money. It's sad.
Yeah. Bwaga, you got something to say before we let George go? George,
Yeah,
we can stay in touch with you.
Thank you.
Keep us updated on this case. I think I agree with you. Eyewitness, the video footage, the same clothes he was wearing. There are too many things to be considered a coincidence.
Yes.
Too many things. This guy should be held prime suspect. The remarks he made. Oh, you come and go to America now, so you think you acting like you're better than me. Then he left a cell phone. Why did he leave a cell phone at the house and ask again to bring it to him?
That's why I asked the mom. I said, how did Fatu get the cell phone? She said, the friend gave it to her. I said, how? He brought it at the house. I said, but let him come for his phone. Why is she taking the phone to his house?
He was trying to lure her to him.
Come for his own phone.
And then the same day she carried the phone to him, she never came back.
She never came back.
Yeah. Then the CCTV camera shows Fatu and him walking, entering the zinc shack. Fatu is not fighting. Fatu is not yelling. Fatu is not. They walk together because
the police is saying that the footage is not clear. They can't identify him. They can't see it.
That's not the point. The point is she walked in with a person she knew.
Exactly. Fatu won't find any stranger on the road and walk with him in a zinc shack. Nobody would do that. Nobody.
If there's somebody who was trying to kidnap her, she'll be fighting. She was just walking to the zinc shack.
And the footage showed them walking in freely. You know, people walking like they're walking on the beach of Miami freely.
Yeah, my question is that was there any mark on the boyfriend, like, oh, when somebody trying to kill you, you try to, revenge on the person? Was there any mark on him or
you mean to fight back?
That's a good question. That I don't know.
That the police need to examine the man's body.
Yeah,
see whether must have scratched him or something.
The photo I see of the girl, he really damaged her totally.
Yes,
I don't know.
Yes.
He did it. He did it. He alone, or there were people in there, because he did it too bad.
Let me tell you something. When a regular rogue kills you, there's a way they will kill you. But when somebody who has hatred, who is angry, who has rage, who kills you out of jealousy or envy, is different. They kill you in a passionate way. You see what I'm saying? So the wounds that are on Fatu's bodies, on her body, from the way you describe it, because I don't think I'm able to see them, it shows that guy must have been angry. It's an angry person, somebody angry with her. He must have hated her. Oh, you want to leave me? You going to America, you want to leave me? That's the kind of way.
Yeah, that's the same way I feel. That's the same way I feel. So for once, let this government do the right thing. So they can say, yeah, the government got a case, they arrested the perpetrator and they brought it to an end. Let them do the right thing. It's so simple to do. It's so simple, but everyone drag their feet, no interest. You don't see that quest, that anger to say we're going to get this person.
Let me tell you something. They have technology that can clean up the CCTV footage.
That's what we say.
Let them send it to us in America. We'll take it to a place here where they can clean it up.
Exactly.
We'll pay small money. We'll raise the money. When they clean it up, they will identify that Sanama Swan.
Exactly.
Now, did he at any point in time lift his head, or did he show his side of his face, or anything like that?
I really don't know. I didn't watch the video. My sister was the one in the room, and that's all she told me.
Let the police give it to us. We'll send it to America. Let the family request for it.
Yeah, they said they can't give it to a family member except a lawyer. That's why we're hiring a lawyer.
Oh, but then you get a lawyer. Do you already have a lawyer?
We're trying to contact the guy who replaces who replaced Tiawan Gonglo. I think somebody of the family knows him. So we're trying to get him. We are trying to get Tier 1, but they say he's out of the country now.
Councilor Gongo is in the States right now.
Yeah.
So get in touch with a lawyer. If you need help, let us know. We'll put you in touch with another lawyer.
Okay.
We go and request the footage, the CCTV footage. We'll bring it to America, and we'll have it cleaned up, and we should be able to identify the person.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
We will just certainly do that, George. But let's stay in touch with you and our sympathy.
Thank you.
Our deepest condolences. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, my brother. Take care now.
Bye.
All right, let's see if we can join the brother, the big brother of the guy from Gedeh.
Alfred Duna's big brother.
Yeah, but we're taking him on the line because let me see if I can have it. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, welcome to the Costa Show. You have Henry Costa live here with you. So, of course,
good morning to you, my brother. Can you hear me?
Good morning, Henry Costa. It's a pleasure to be on your show.
And my brother, we are very concerned about the disappearance of your brother, Alfred Duna. We've heard all but good things about him, great things about him. What a man of integrity he is. We're still hoping that he's alive, so we're not going to speak of him as though he's no longer alive. But we want you to tell us. What we're hearing is that Alfred Duna, when he was elevated as acting magistrate, there were people who made offer to him to manipulate the election results, and he refused to do so. Is that something you are aware of?
Costa, thank you. I think you got a bit about it already. But my brother Alfred T. don't know, as people always put it that he's missing. I want to correct that part that my brother is not missing. He's being kidnapped.
Okay.
Because he did not go to hunt and he made his way out. But my brother was in or down at a particular place when he was taken away. And this is something that appeared to be highly political and traditional. But it was on the 3rd of May, 2022. But my brother was taken away. I'm summarizing it, but if I may go forward, my brother had been sick for the past a month. So I've been advised by his wife and his wife's mother to go and seek some traditional attention from the herbalist. My brother agreed because he believed in his wife and his mother-in-law. That was how Alfred was taken to Gazon, where they said they had a village, to go and seek that traditional, attention on his health. So when Alfred went there on a Monday, May 2, the following day, early morning, May 3, 2022, he was taken away. And when that happened, what baffled us is that the local authority that represents the national government in the county was never here to get in touch with my brother.
Yes.
Somewhere we come from now to say are being calculated politically. The local authority did not give any attention to that until the family people came up, to run after it. Our elders in our county, our district, Kunembo, heard that their son was missing. That was the news that reached them. So they selected few youth from Kunembo district, because in Grand Gedeh or Costa, we have 16 sections that made up one clan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my brother was kidnapped in Gazon. That's the Niao clan. Niao clan. Gazon district number 3, that is represented by Elias Grant. The club people send you to go and find out what's happening in Gazon. That had to do with our brother. When the youth went to Gazon with some elders and more them, they went to the village. But when they got to that village, there was only a tank in the town, but no human being to speak to.
So they say, okay, but since the village is here and only one thing here, there's no one to ice here, as to what really went wrong. So let's get back to the big town, which is Jazon, to ice the town people. So when they got back to the big town, my elders and the youth that went, they were sitting under a tree. Because in our tradition, you can't just leave your home and go in next man's home to enter his forest without consulting him. So they sat under a tree discussing how to work together with the town owners and get in the bush to get in search of my brother. While discussing, the now youth gathered from their houses with cutlasses, going towards the Kunabo people where they are having their meeting. What they were saying going towards them was, that your Afra here, that your brother here will find in the bathroom, will bring your brother to you. You're the fun they play out of them. So one of my brothers, Wallace Bowie, who's the general coordinator right now in Grand Gedeh County, he's a Kunabo man. So he was going towards them with happiness. He said, oh, well, brother, thank you. Thank you, funny. Where is he? I went to send the why to black the collar now, the man send it on his shoulder. Deep the cutting on his shoulder. That was how the people in meeting, they started escaping. And the now you started chasing after them, with cutlasses. Cutting people like people. My bigger brother was wounded there. Samuel Donner.
Send me those pictures. Let me send it to Abraham Gedeh.
See that? When that happened, the now people arrested few persons, including my bigger brother, Reverend Donner, Dale Donner, and detained them. They said, you people are not going. Some will chasing your people away. We believe that your people will come in with reinforcement. So you will remain here. In case they come, then you will be the first group that will kill. So they detained them there. That's how the other people found their way to Zwaju. When they got to Zwaju, the local authority got it, they know. On that Tuesday, the local authority were not clear to go there. Okay. So the next day, the Kunabo people heard that their children that went to find out what happened to their son in Jazon were chased away with quality, and some were even wounded. So they sent another group to go and make sure what really happened there. The group that came to Zwaju when they were going to Niao, the Niao people, were called by the other citizens in Zwaju that all the Kunabo people are coming for reinforcement. So you got to get ready. Right there, they left that town and went ahead, close to Zwaju, and found an ambush. As soon as our people fought in the ambush, the minister started shooting with single barrel. 5 of our brothers were shot in the process. Seriously, undergoing treatment right now.
Jesus Christ
And the
of
government
Nazareth,
represented by the local authority, were not still care. When the news reached us, we did not still go to undermine the peace we are enjoying. What we did as Kunabo urban youth in Morovia, we collected money and sent it down because they said at the hospital there was no fuel to put generator on, and there is no money to buy flame and do the surgery on them. So,
okay, my people, you are listening? You listening to that kind of thing?
My credit feeling that let me
These are all crap. Wait, let me send you credit. Guy.
On the orange.
I'm sending you credit to call the brother back right now. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Be taking some calls. Why I send you credit? What? So they're chopping one another? They're Konobo people and the Niawa people? Ooh. And Guy, let me tell you one thing about Crown people. Outside, the Crown people act like they are the most united tribe. Oh, bring them blow between them. But inside, the Crown people are some of the most divided people. Some of the most divided people in Liberia. You see those 16 sessions? You hear the story of the man explaining? The Konobo people getting attacked by the Niawa people. Jesus Christ, Crown people. Jesus Christ. My man, bunch of barbarians. But Guy, send me the picture. Let me show the picture so they can see how they chopping one another.
I seen the photos already, Costa. So we on the line. Welcome back. Just go ahead. We've been
thank you, Bo. So when the people were shot by the Niao people, the Crown people did not really go back with because they know that their son was missing, so they remain calm to get in search of their son instead of going to war with people. Okay, so what we did, we just protected our people who got shot, took them to hospital, and so we provided money for the hospital to put their generator on, bought their flame to carry on surgery. But we are still, inquiring what really happened to our brother. While we were in that process, the now people again organized a group of youth taking bypass to bypass Weju and pass through the Gao section to enter Kunabo district and attack the people there with policies. While going there, they were caught in a town called Francais. They had the town chief there and the other, dwellers there. They said, no, we can't allow you guys to pass through our town to go declare war in another area. If that comes tomorrow, will be questioned. That I have video to that. What I'm talking about, those people that were going to attack war, we got video for them. They all were on social media. The superintendent of Grand Gedeh County, in person of the ex-rebel leader of Kaifali, the attention was not due to that been happening. People shooting our people with cigarette barrels, chasing them with cutlasses, other people going to attack, setting ambush, but rather he went and said, why should people leave their home and just pass on straightly, going to Jar Zone to get inside instead of the people there getting inside of the male community in their land? Kaifali ordered the arrest of the Kuno people. Over 40 persons were arrested on Wednesday. Jailed them, just an intimidation to reduce our pressure. Because after they fire us, we send people after to go and find out why is the noise going on. But Kaifali intimidated us by arresting our people to put them in jail. Okay. Up to now, as I'm telling you, there is no suspect from the shooting that was done arrested. There is no suspect being arrested from the group who were going to attack Kunembo, and that they are staying video, the video available, and they can identify the people who were going to attack. Kaifali know them. All of them know them. So from there, the people say, but we just sit down, this happened. This is highly political. And as our intelligence telling us, people are involved. And even based on the story given us by our brother who is today being kidnapped, we understand that there's a political tone. Okay? People telling us saying that our brother was in a town, motorbikes went there overnight, collected him, tied his mud, and took him to where they took him. That? So we started protesting. That's why our women, as I speak to you now, women are in Zweju on a daily basis protesting. Okay? Kaifali is not here to pay attention. And among those whose names were given to us that honor money days, Kaifali is one. After see what Dogi, the former magistrate of NEC, is one. Jeremiah Sokan, the former candidate who lost election on CCC ticket, is one. Ellis Grant, who is the lawmaker of that district in which my brother was kidnapped, is one. Those names are coming to us. And of recent, if you monitor Ellis Grant, he went on the radio and talked to Liberian people and the whole wide world that there is a Gina in a district responsible, for the disappearance of people. See that? He pronounced it on ERBC. It's all over. And he told us, as family of Alfred T. Donner, that it should not be surprising to us that our brother is missing because it's normal. In fact, we should not be surprised if maybe a possible that our brother already hanging himself somewhere he died.
This is what represented to you.
So these are things that we hearing from them, the stakeholder, and then we can sit down. So what we're doing now that we already did first is we wrote the international community, including the U.S. Embassy and other international people in Monrovia that are direct partners to Monrovia in working together. Because tomorrow, anytime time that you will go to court, they will say, but who you told about such thing when you're happening? They are seeing it happening when you're not talking. Yep. The president of the Republic of Liberia already heard it. Kaifali is a virtue of the president. Whatever Kaifali has, we are is aware.
Yeah, okay, so
but they are quiet on this.
I have a question for you.
Please come in.
Okay, so have you guys getting any information from the National Elections Commission on this situation? Because he was representing NEC and he got kidnapped. That's the first question. And secondly, the Ministry of Internal Affairs that spearhead county authorities in various counties and traditional leaders. Have you also reached out to them? If yes, what have been their response to you guys as family?
The internal affair being informed from the particular day that my brother was kidnapped is very much, saddening that the minister was able to go in the county, I think on the 15th or 16th. Yeah, within the 2 days. Since the day my brother got missing, they've been quiet based on our pressure. Our women every day in the street in Zweju giving Kaifale hard time to make sure that he act. That was when they got ready to send minister down. The minister went on the 15th or just 16th. Just the 3 days he left.
Well, I want to say something to our brother.
Then,
my brother, can you hear me?
I have not have a neck.
Yeah, Costa want to say something.
Can you hear me, my dear brother?
And hear me, but don't understand it actually. Maybe the guy in Lapu can pose the question to me. I'll get him clear.
Hi. Tell him how many people are in the hospital. There are people that were attacked by, according to him, by the Niawa people. How many are there in total? We have pictures of several of them. But how many are there?
We have few photos of people wounded. So how many persons are now in the hospital? That's the question.
We have 5 persons being shot by a single barrel. The bullet went into them. The health workers are still looking for the child in their skin. 5. And those who were shot by the nail people using policies, they are over 10 persons. They are even in people. All over Liberia. I got a link. I'll forward them to Costa later. Let me tell you the WhatsApp number. I will send a video of those who are even going to attack in Kunebo.
Yeah.
So are you saying? So first of all, I just want to say this. From Bwaga, we've only heard about things that the Niao people have done. Now we can't independently verify these things, but we have not heard about anything the Konobo people. The Konobo people, what we know they're doing, they're protesting. That's what they're doing. So far,
let me get in clear.
Because you're asking a question?
No, I was trying to make a point. I was trying to tell him that they should continue to exercise restraint while we will apply pressure so that the government can get involved. Because this is a delicate matter of Wakai. This thing could deteriorate into serious trouble between the Niao people and the Konobo people. So I'm telling him to tell his people to please exercise restraint. We'll put pressure on the national government to get involved and bring the situation under control. Tell him that.
Okay, you go in or I should repeat? Okay, so he said you guys should exercise restraint.
No, continue to. No, they're already doing that. I'm thanking them. I'm thanking them for exercising restraint. And I'm urging them to continue to do that. Because we haven't heard Niao people, the Konobo people chopping anybody. We only hearing the Niao people chopping people. And we got pictures of people that have been attacked. Gruesomely attacked. Horrible photos. So I'm urging them to continue to exercise restraint. Please tell him that.
Yeah, so he's saying you guys should continue to exercise restraint as you've been doing before and going about your peaceful protest. They should remain at that up. But he, as individual or Costa on the Costa Show, he will continue putting pressure to the government of Liberia so they can take action on a particular situation. Okay?
Granted. And one thing I did not add there, people wonder why all people's names are coming about. Now, this is what my brother told me once, and he told all of family people. And even his friends in the US, he told them before. He had chats on social media with all of friends. He told them that his former bossman, Advocacy, who once upon a time was brought to book for his fraudulent act in the net system, and was suspended. I've been threatening him, and in fact, he was to kill him on November 1 of last year. He hired 3 ex-combatants from Nima County with arms, and his intelligence told him that's how amazing. And he interacted with people in America and other areas around the globe. We have communication that they had in the past. Now, my brother once mentioned that those people invited him to Jaudi in Putu, the home of Kaifari, the superintendent, and had a meeting there where they asked him to please go the way of Jeremiah Soka as the sedition, in the election.
We heard that.
Okay. So they told him to give him an amount of money. So my brother being that kind of scary person from day one, He said, I think it better to use the money to run campaign and win the election than for me to take money and raise my character. That was something that some of them had in mind. And after the election, the Americans did not win CDC. When he came to town, Zoe Manefeno, a senator, looked at my brother's face and told him, you will see it. So that alone links Zoe Penn to this stuff. And we're getting so many intelligence that even still involved in my name. Zoe Penn was in Zoeju, or my brother called Kenat. I've seen that he left on there, he went to Cote d'Ivoire, Zouezon, or town called Zouezon. After he was exposed, now people called from there, he left on there, he said he went to Turkey, because actually people, I didn't Turkey, I didn't Cote d'Ivoire. You see that? And since Zoe become a lawmaker from the lower house, Zoe had never entered Zoeju, even granted as a county, in secret. Whenever Zoe is going over there, people always are waiting at the Kuni Bridge entering Zoeju to go in convoy. But this is the first time ever in Zoe, political, journey that he entered Zoeju secretly.
So
went to election and waited there until late evening time. Intelligence told us that 2 black guys took Zoe to Zoeju midnight. Zoe in Zoeju, people never knew that you were in Zoeju. Only intelligence told us that Zoe in Zoeju, and it's true that Zoe in Zoeju, my brother go that. So why as a city senator, even if you're not part of this, and you were there when it happened, why you didn't remain to intervene in this? And you left the county, you travel out to Cote d'Ivoire. Getting there? And now you come here with fake information saying that you was called by Mr. McGill to go and represent or government somewhere else, and blah, 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 blah. But all these things we are understanding is the political tone. But we are into it.
If nothing happened, that thing could cause trouble in Grand Gedeh. Tell the brother, thank you. We'll keep in touch with him. Thank you.
We'll get in touch with you anytime, probably tomorrow, tomorrow, if there is need for you to
we will continue to be in this thing here, boy guy.
I'm always available.
Okay, thank you so much.
Let me say this to you. I'm not Grand Gedeh man. I'm Pele man. I'm a Pele man. I got Congo blood in me too. But Grand Gedeh people are dear to my heart. I got connection with them. So I'm not for the Niao people, neither am I for the Konobo people or the Bo people or any other people. I'm for all of the people. But I said this to you, Wakai. This young man complained that people wanted to kill him. That after Dweji was removed by neck. They got recording of Dweji negotiating money to steal election. Election Commission suspended Dweji because of that. Nobody can argue that one. You open your mouth, will cost you if you try to argue that because of your kinsman. Dweji was removed by neck because they got recording. As election magistrate in the county, he been selling election. They say he the one help Elechester Grant 2 times to win the election. Abraham Gedeh, I'm telling you, this thing here could be trouble in your country. All of you influential and important Grand Gedeh people, you need to get together and face the thing. If the Konobo people don't get justice, the Konobo people could make trouble. Y'all listen to me, oh. The Crown people, they are together when they outside. Y'all know that inside you got trouble. You better fix the issue. You better fix the issue. Me, I'm not on nobody's side. I'm just telling you. Alfred Duno refused to take bribe to manipulate the election in favor of Jeremiah Sokan. They're not happy. We got the pictures of the people that were chopped with machetes, with cutlasses. I got a message right here. Dweju wrote the man.
And that was a conversation between he and one of his friends there in the United States of America. He was informing his friend that, this is what's happening.
After Dweju say,
yeah,
he will kill him. I got a message here.
That's the message.
On November 14,
yeah,
2021, after Dweju, the Bason, this is Alfred Duno writing his friend in America. Alfred Duno said, I'm going to read a message. No, I'm just calling on all the Grand Gedeh people, all the prominent Grand Gedeh people. former Senator Alfonso Gedeh, now Senator Zoe Manuel Pena, all of you politicians, private citizens, all of the prominent people from Grand Gedeh County.
The friend that we're talking about is watching a live feed right now. He just said, "That's me."
You want to put him on? Let's put him on. But I got the message here when he told the man that Arthur Dweju said he would kill him. But listen, Alfred Duno was not the reason why Arthur Dweju was removed as election magistrate. The Elections Commission got intelligence and they got the recording of Arthur Dweju negotiating bribe to steal the election in favor of a candidate. He was suspended by NEC. When they suspended him, they appointed Alfred Duno to take his place as acting while they were investigating. Then he started getting involved with the man. I didn't cause your suspension. You were suspended because you were negotiating a bribe to steal an election. Yeah, the message right here. The message on the street. Alfred Duno wrote this message to his friend in America on November 14th and told his friend, the man said he will kill me. He said the man said he will kill me.
Yeah, I'm waiting for.
Well, we want to take some calls now, especially the one of you from Grand Gedeh people. Business Evangelist Mamita says she wants to call. Me, I just telling you, we know of the divisions in Grand Gedeh. It's not just ethnic diversity. It's not just 16 sections, but there are deep divisions in the county that have always been there. With this kind of issue, it could flare up and cause serious trouble. With people getting chopped, now nobody can deny that people were attacked and taken to the hospital. Can anybody deny that? Nobody can deny that. People were attacked and taken to the hospital. You see the color, the bullet wounds, they were shot. They were taken to the hospital. No fuel at the hospital. The people had to raise money to put the generator on at the hospital in Zwedru to treat the people. Can anybody deny that? Nobody can deny that. Are you saying these people shot themselves with a single barrel?
No.
Are you saying that the people from Konobo district who went to Niao, because that's where the boy got missing. Her girlfriend is from Niao. The girlfriend took him to her village in Niao clan. So you cannot deny that. These are the obvious facts. These are the obvious facts. What, this man offered money to cheat? He said yes, they offered him. Yes. He refused it. How was his predecessor removed? After Dweju. Dweju was removed because the Elections Commission came in possession of a recording that he was negotiating bribe. That's how they removed him. So would it surprise you that they offer after Duno money too? No. Okay? If they remove John Brown for taking bribe and Paul comes there, will you be surprised if Paul says they tried to bribe me too? No.
No.
So we know they got motive. They wanted Alfred Duno to cheat in favor of the CDC candidate, Jeremiah Sokan. Madison Guion beat Jeremiah Sokan. So they're mad. The thing is simple. They're mad. Did Alfred Duno quarantine ballots that was suspicious with serial numbers in the 600s? Yes, he did. Did that affect the outcome of the election results? The outcome of the election? Yes, it did. Those illegitimate ballots were not counted. They were quarantined. The Elections Commission never counted no ballots. That is how Jeremiah Sokan was defeated. Did they have motive to kill him? Of course they have motive to kill him. He refused their bribe. He spotted their attempt to rig the election. He put it aside. And now he gets sick. His girlfriend takes him to Niao. Then he gets missing in Niao. Then you say, then the representative LHS Grant goes on EOBC and say they get Gina in the plane that can make people disappear.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Get the Sanama Swan. Talk about they get people in the plane that can make human beings disappear. Why your Sanama Swan disappear? You doing this thing among yourselves. It could cause serious trouble in Grand Gedeh County. That is the point I'm making. Because now it is a sectional crisis. That's what you call a sectarian crisis. One section against the other section. We don't want to see this. We do not want to see this. Oh, my people, we don't want to see this. So we are advising you, those of us who love the Grand Gedeh people, we are advising you fix this problem. Or else you start shooting your brothers with single barrels. They took them to the hospital in Zwedru. Who can deny that? I dare anybody from Grand Gedeh to deny that quotable sons were shot with single barrels and they were taken to the hospital in Zwedru. I dare you to deny that. Everybody knows that. Now, who the hell shot them? Did they shoot themselves? Did they shoot themselves? Why can't some people just be honest and speak the damn truth? Don't say, oh, because I belong to the Neo clan, so I gotta defend my clan. This tribalism thing here is one of the reasons that has held this country back for so damn long. Your damn tribe. All day you're defending your brothers from your tribe when they do wrong. It is wrong. It could cause trouble in Grand Gedeh County. And we don't want trouble in Grand Gedeh County because you are a part of us. If something bothers you, it bothers us.
So
let's go to the phone lines and take some calls there, boy guy. Please.
I'm trying to get in touch with Ato Doji, who's also.
Ato Doji himself. My man, open the phone lines. That woman said, "Big sister Evangeline Mamita. She's from Neo. She says she wants to talk. That her people on the other side. That her people that in her area, Alfred do not get missing. And then the lawmaker say people can get missing. The Gina can steal people. Yeah.
Okay, so the phone line open now 0770-102-102-0886, 010-383-555-102-102. The WhatsApp number is +231-888-624171. +231-888-624171. Remember, we are taking 1 minute per caller. 1 minute per caller. Let's take this person on the WhatsApp number this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, boy. This is James Ratto Jr. I'm calling from Atlanta.
You'll be very quick. We got lots of people who want to call.
Okay, go ahead. 1 minute, like I said. 1 minute per caller.
Yeah, so my 1 minute I'll be looking at it because let me call people up. Yes, I am with you, Henry. With this guy I've been missing, is deepening. The young man is trying to actually defend the integrity, being an election magistrate, and those people that try to actually make it to actually cheat on the election, they threatened him. They were naming names, and the point I'm making here is, the Crown people, we are resilient set of people. During the war, we were haunted, and by the grace of God, some of us survived, some of us ran away, and some of us came in the diaspora. And for you to sit over there and fight it among yourself, that is unacceptable. And I'm asking all the leaders, the elders for Grand Gedeh to be able to go to the bottom of this thing, because if not, I can see trouble in Grand Gedeh. Because Queenable people, they are aggressive people. Right now,
thank you so much. Like I said, 1 minute per caller.
And brother, when Crown people call, let them talk a little longer, please. Okay. Because they are direct stakeholders in this thing. When Crown people call, please let them talk a little longer. I beg you. Please.
All right. So the phone line now 0770-102-102-886, 010-383, 555 102-102. Let's take this person on the line. Good morning.
Hello, Baka.
Yeah, good morning. Your name, where you joining us from?
Yeah, good morning, Baka. Good morning to Costa. Look, always say that this government.
Your name.
I think you're man. Okay.
Yeah, the kind of text message. The kind of text message that was sent by that brother that he wanted to kill him. And indeed, the final last to do it. This government is a complete anti-Christ Costa. That what you see here. If you don't stand here, Costa before the election, more people will get missing. And most of them are just sitting on the election that want to do it. The people go after them. So therefore, continue to bless on it behind the anti-Christ government. Costa, let people talk to you. And we'll have the effect with us. Thank you for the show this morning.
Thank you so much. Let's go to the WhatsApp number. Good morning. Your name, where joining us from?
Hey, my name is Stanley. I'm calling from the States. Yeah, I just want to say, I don't know what's wrong with Liberia. Like, people just think representative job or government job is the only place to go. Only in Liberia, people think that's the place to go make money. In other countries, those jobs are people who are already well established, got their own money. But our own country, it's just a hustle ground. Like, it's for broke people who want to make money. I just don't get it. So I hope they can get that situation settled in Grand Gedeh.
Thank you so much.
But the whole thing here is about one election and one representative seat.
Yo, let's take
Your
this
beautiful county, you will let trouble come there because of one job that one man's supposed to get.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Your name is
I'm Liberian from Banga City.
Banga, welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. Actually, Prince Johnson earlier said that there will be breaking of election. The extra ballot box paper, we have to be very careful with it 2023. And what Costa said, Leader Costa said, it is important that Grand Gedeh people, your lead party business aside and solve your problem. And solve your problem. Party will go, human being will remain. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling in and being a part of the discussion this morning.
The whole problem, Boga, started from the CDC losing. Jeremiah Sokan. Because Jeremiah Sokan lost. That's it. That's the whole problem. One representative job. What the man will make money for he and his wife and his children and his girlfriend there. That they want to be killing yourself for?
Good morning, Martina. Welcome, Costa Princess.
Good morning, brother. Good morning to leader. Good morning to our many listeners. Martina Konatia, Costa Princess calling from Monrovia, Liberia. What I want to say this, as long as open and I can't find a in our Grand Gedeh country, there will be no peace. You remember they still open and they see Kaifale man was the one who played the Grand Gedeh to attack Yeke Koruba. When Yeke Koruba went for Ghana crying to her people to let the hospital be. They see open and Kaifale. The Grand Gedeh, if they sit there, they are not, it's too idiots, they're too bastard to split them. So they crowd people in exile because the way they were killed. Crowd people were hotter in this country here. They cried the Madingos. So they making Madingos. You see any time you see Madingos, they fight to that person. Because the way people do it, because the way we are killing this country here, if they say that they are now too bastard because of power to split them, the people will set their life at them. Because they have suffered a lot for them to be divided. Thank you for having me.
Martina struck a good point. During the war, the crown people suffer. They suffer. And why? Because Samuel Doe was president and his government did a lot of terrible things. They killed crown people. They killed crown people. Innocent crown people were murdered. That's why a lot of them came to America. Because they were an endangered species. We happy today we got peace. I beg you. Y'all lead a war. Y'all lead a shooting gun, shooting single barrel, shooting each other with single barrel. Because election, Bennett, I am so disgusted. And where are the important crime people, the leaders? Where are you? You sitting down there, you letting your people. Buckeye, sectarian crisis are not small crisis. My man, when your clan and my clan fighting, they're not small problem, Buckeye.
That's small thing.
It can't end. Anytime small thing happen between one near person and Gonobo person, boom, trouble will break up.
Yeah.
That's why we wanted to get involved, get to the bottom of this thing here. Joe, you said not that. Now you don't want to win the votes in Grand Gedeh, because they are never string tie in your yard. They can vote for you. Every election you win it 90%, 80%. You said not that you let the crown people fighting among themselves. For one election, Benny. You're not going to answer. You got Kai Fale, who's an old murderer, old rebel. You made him superintendent. Of all the educated crown people, you don't see none. That all-blooded murderer like Kai Fale, you made a superintendent in Grand Gedeh.
Old rebel.
Old rebel. Kai Fale is an all-blooded killer. That the only man you see to be superintendent. All the crown people want no book. You're not getting a superintendent job. That the man you get a job to. He said not there. He got a hand in all these things. The Konobo people and the Niao people, we don't want trouble between them because of this. All of you who want rush to take side, because that my clan, I gotta stand with my clan. that you business. But if this thing escalates, your people will be killed. The other people could go to single barrel too, and go and start shooting.
And revenge.
They could go to single barrel and start and go on a rampage to exact vengeance. You're sitting down there. You're sitting down in Monrovia. You, Joya, that you voted in there because you don't want to get vote for. They say Sami Doda or your pa. They will not vote for us. Crap will not vote for us. The overwhelming majority of them will vote for CDC again. That's what they always do. Even though CDC ain't do nothing for them, but they always vote for CDC. Why you think they're unhappy that the CDC candidate Jeremiah Sokan lost? Why? Because they feel that grand dealer for them. So when Madison William beat Jeremiah Sokan, they vex. I'm begging y'all. You see my son, Henry Costa Jr., he got crime blood. Hey, grandma, Martha Paul from Bazon District, the largest district in Grand Gedeh. So I got interest in Grand Gedeh County. Interest in seeing peace reign there. In seeing you all living together in harmony. I admire the crime people outside of Grand Gedeh. They have the most robust Liberian association in America. Okay?
Wow.
The GGAA, yeah, the Grand Gedeh Association in America. My man, they are so freaking united. When those people go to a fundraiser, to their convention, they raise more money than any other Liberian organization. But not knowing they are so divided. So we don't want trouble. That is my advice to y'all. As somebody who has a child that got crime blood, that's my advice to y'all. We don't want trouble. And you know, I understand them because I was married into their tribe. I was. I understand the divisions that exist among them. Rather than you sitting there and try to hide it, your DOA, Joya, that crime people always voting for you. Even though somehow that they will run for president, we're not even sure to vote for me. Even though my son get crime block, they may not say vote for someone who will run for president because for them they feel like when you're against Joya, that means you against the crime people. But we don't care about whether you vote for us in the future or not. But we want peace to continue to reign. Okay? Take some more calls. As I keep announcing, business Evangelist Mamita said she won't call. I don't want her to say we ain't let her call. Open the phone lines, let her call. She from Niao Clan. We want to hear what she got to say. All of them, you're welcome to call. Rather than you're being defensive, you'll fix the damn problem. We don't want Konobo people and Nyao people fighting.
Let's take calls here this morning. Let me see if I can join her this morning. I'm calling her.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome.
Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. As you guys know me, I'm not a person to defend wrong. Even when Honorable Yewaka, what they call it, Yekuluba went to Grand Gedeh, the other time they were stoning me, Abraham, and Gion, though we all criticize people. We want peace in our country, but people, the family are not saying that they are not setting the fast. People, a rational person, you just go in people's town, say, oh, where's my child? Then they go look for cousin and start paying you. They came over there. Now people, let me just make it first. Now people are very reserved, very quiet people. They are not aggressive. They wasn't the aggressive. They fought the picture. I got picture of now people, but this is not about the now people. The CDC the people that are supporting the government, they know what happened to that young man. They now people just a scapegoat. When they even brought Alfred in it, a lot of the people didn't know because he was going to a medicine woman. So they were hiding the half brother and his cousin slept in the house that night. Y'all want to tell me y'all went to watch a sick person, the person walk out, and none of you heard his loss. The mother was the one that suggested that they take Alfred to Johnson, but not even in the town. It was outside of the town. There's a little town, and there's a little village between Johnson, Town, and one other town, Puna. And where they took Alfred. Alfred, the woman they took Alfred to, she's a Bobo woman, the Bobo crime, and so Penone from the same ethnic crime. So this thing here is deep. We shouldn't just rush to judgment. Jefferson Kochi was in Zwedru that week. What they call him, Zoe Penun with Dhaka. Hello?
Yeah, we are listening to you. Go on.
Yeah, Joe Penn, them, all of them. And when they see they're running on the representative, something the young man even wrote on Facebook that they exactly what Costa said that what happened. They are just using the now track. You are not just coming in the village or come to Iowa where I live. You say, oh, and eventually my child is missing. I say, oh, okay, let me go look for Cutler and start fighting you. Someone they quit me, I will not generalize. They are very aggressive people. Ask any crime tribe, they will tell you. They came over there and they barricade the now people in. The now people are like Kasawa snake. When you step on our tail, we don't say when we step on our head, we're not going to allow you. Instead of them focusing how we found Alfred was in the town, nobody knew. The people that went on their normal business, but they were surprised. And this young girl and Alfred get twins. They get when the mom and the brother cousin that slept in the house with the boy. They should be asking them. They carry flower and all of them. Those citizen group. Who the other one they beat on Yeke, they were all excited about it. Let them be talking now. They will come and start bringing using now people as a scapegoat. And I'm not saying a now person can't do such thing. When they do it, I will not defend them. I will expose the thing. Trust me, brother. But right now, mainly about what they say is not about politics. But the young man was writing on Facebook. He was complaining that people threatened him, and it was for the election because he's a man with integrity and he never wanted to cheat. So y'all ask your CDCN people then.
CDCN people
alone, and that's why I will not defend them if they kill the people or they do something to the people. So I will be the first person to expose them, brother. Trust me.
Okay,
and
thank you.
We the crown people. There's crown people, no crown people will vote for you, right?
Okay.
Even your mother, she was the guest speaker on the past weekend to the great something. My late sister Stephanie. Thank you, and you guys have a nice day.
Boga, let me say something to what big sister Evangeline Mamita said. She made a good point. The Niao people, you don't allow politicians to cause your and your Konobo brothers and sisters to be in trouble. You understand what I'm trying to say, Boga? This is not a Niao and Konobo problem. Boga. That politician causing the problem, oh, you're Jeremiah Soka, because he lost the election and they wanted Alfred to cheat for him. That's why you see them mad. They threatened Alfred Duno's life. Alfred Duno was saying, oh, over the place. So this is not a Niao and Konobo problem. Me, I don't want problem between them. It is politicians that want to use your Jeremiah Soka win the election. So what? That all meant Niao people will not eat. That all meant they will not live. No. So the Niao people and Konobo people crashes. And to the Konobo people, don't blame the entire Niao clan for being responsible for Alfred Duno. No. The Niao people didn't go to one meeting and decide that, okay, we are going to get rid of Alfred Duno because Jeremiah Soka win the election. Or because he refused to take the money to let Jeremiah Soka win. No, we beg you. It is not Niao versus Konobo. it is greedy politicians. Kai follow them, or murderer Kai follow them. They're doing that nonsense. And that is the truth, brother. Now, but when the sectarian undertone and sentiments begin to arise, and they're injecting that into the crisis, you see where the trouble coming from, Baka? You see that? Chester Grant, that man who lied, he said he went to university in Nigeria. The university in Nigeria said that lie, went to our school. He told me he went to Ibadan University. The university issued statement and said the man lied. That man is a part of this. Chester Grant. Alfred Dweju, who they suspended, next suspended him because they got a voice on recording. Kolo, 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 kolo. He was negotiating, taking money to steal election to give it to somebody. They removed him. That man is suspect in this matter. So I beg you, to my Nyao people and to my Korobo people, y'all don't let greedy politicians come between y'all. The people of Gedeh or when you decided to vote for Massacre Guion. You think the people, your own, every election they will vote for CDC? Because, why? You're living with your are? You're not a sheep or a goat. You're not on a farm. You ain't got to vote for him every election. What has CDC done for Gedeh? Hello? Send the king to power. Your roasted back. What it is what do that you see there that looking like CDC care about Gedeh?
Yeah, because let's take this person that said
yeah, take 3 more calls and we'll close it. You don't care one another for politics. You don't care one another.
Good morning, welcome.
Hey, good morning, boss. I'm Eddie B. Johnson calling from Minnesota. I just wanted to call and let you guys know that all these things you're talking, nothing will come from all of it because 2008, there are 120 some operated boys and girls left from Bon County to when Grand Gedeh to go. The people ran behind all the chop, all they took all our materials and from us we call the police when the government official when they ran behind them, they chopped them too, and I had a case that went swear. All these things you're talking, yo, just talk, nothing will come for all of that. The people they are not united. So that's why I wanted to tell you that no routine they always do it.
Okay, thank you. 2 more calls. 0770-102-102. The WhatsApp number is +231 888 624171. And our sisters, those in Oman that cannot reach other people and want to get in touch with us here on the show, you can just send me a message on the same WhatsApp number. Some people already started doing that. Please, if you are in Oman and finding difficulties in getting back home, please send me a message on this WhatsApp number.
Yeah, we are collaborating with the government to help bring you back home. Get in touch with us. Send us a message on this WhatsApp number, and we will pass it on to the government, to Minister McGill, so they can help to bring you back home.
All right, so let's take a second caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Barker. How you doing, brother?
I'm okay. Your name is joining us from? Welcome.
Yeah, my name is Kasim Jabate, and I'm calling you from New York in the United States. Yeah, so Barker, thank you very much. And let me take this time first of all to thank Henry for his continuous support and his advocacy for Liberian people, and then for him to have be the person to warn the people of Gedeh this morning. You know, Barker, this is what happened when a certain group of people reduce themselves to being a political party, personal property. The people of Gedeh have marketed themselves to the CDC so cheap to the extent that whenever the people of Gedeh decide to take an independent decision on their own, deny CDC that this time, when we've been there for your 90%, 80% of the election, we are not going your way this time. So the CDC, as a political party, now say, no, you're not getting your own way. The fact that you're been for all the time, you will not change. And that is exactly what is happening over there. Whenever citizen people or candidate and the candidate lose, the citizen pay the price with their life. So I'm glad and I'm happy that we have somebody like you and Henry Costa and all 5 sector Liberian people that can sensitize these people and be senses in their head. Because like Henry said, a sectarian crisis is a national crisis impending. It's impending, just a matter of time. It's a time bomb. It will explode and people will jump on one another.
Okay.
So that is my contribution this morning. Let the grand Gedeh people, you hold their ear and warn them like you are warning them right now that they are brothers and sisters. We're not supposed to be fighting.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Niao people and Konobo people and Boho people, you're all one people. So we will come and go. You will stay. You don't care one another because of Jawia Benin. You all are my Dodi then, my former Dodi. Baga, you know what they call Dodi?
No.
You know what crime man called Dodi? Anthony Gay. I will ask you though, who crime man called Dodi? Brother-in-law. They are my former Dodi there. Dodi. You all are my Dodi there. My Dodi. Don't let politicians come between y'all. Y'all will stay together. What is CDC not do for y'all? They not own y'all. Y'all not their sheep on their farm. You understand me? Y'all don't be fighting. Shooting single barrel. Y'all shooting one another with single barrel. Y'all don't do that. Take the last call of Baga and we'll call it a day here.
Okay, we're trying to see if we can take our last caller on this line. Now take this person. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Anima joining us.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, this is Debbie from Minnesota. Conflict. I'm a now woman. Okay.
Okay.
But I'm just so grateful first of all to Costa for throwing light on this, and I am grateful to the Kunembo people for their patience. Because now people we not able Kunembo people. It's just that Kunembo people don't let to fight themselves. We able them. Okay, it's not about who right or wrong here. In the politics that it's under it, we baking you carry your politics different place. So that the only way of life for Liberian people that you'll be killing him up, be just opposition. Nobody can do the right thing now. In fact, the world as a whole, nobody do the right thing that makes sense. Only wrong people support. So I will speak on this Costa Show. I know the so penny, the whatever so penny myself also got relation. We related. But at the fact that we say it, you superintendent for the damn county. Why you even sit there? People die, even if you're not part of the politics that is under it. Why should you sit there and the people killing themselves, we're not hearing nothing from you? Why? And I will be going live to talk about it. Thank you so much, Sharon Costa, for this. And your son, the Sharon cousin.
Thank you so much.
So easy with family. That's why we want no trouble in Grand Gedeh. They're good people. You understand? Your ethnic diversity is a blessing. It's a gift. It's not something to make you go against one another. And now people and Konobo people ain't got trouble. That politicians got the trouble. That they won't want to use your. They think you belong to them. They think your Grand Gedeh people, you belong to them. You've been voting since 2005. Every election, Jovia win there, Jovia win there. What do you get to show for it? Nothing. Nothing. So I beg you, yeah, Mandori there, I beg you. You don't let politicians put you at loggerheads. You continue to live your peaceful life. That might appeal to you. I want to leave it. I hope your son, I wish your son, Pedro Costa Jr. were here this morning so I can tell him to beg you. And brother, that would have been something to tell their son Pedro Jr. to beg them. But you take it from me. Pedro Jr. wants to tell you don't let politicians use your. He's from Bazon. His grandma from Bazon district. So you don't let them make trouble between you. You're continuing to live together in peace. And we will reach out there. I will call the local radio station there. I will try to arrange to speak on their local radio there, Boakai, to appeal to them so they can live in peace. And they will not allow politicians to put them at loggerheads. They are one people. The Crown people suffered during the war. The Nima people suffered during the war. All the people were victims of politics. Victims of politics. So they killed Nima people. Nima people got vented. They retaliated. They killed Crown people. Crown people killed other people. All that nonsense started from politics. There was a time the people of Nimba and the Grand Gedeh, no two tribes had more intermarriages between them than Crown and Gyo. Did you know that about that?
Yeah.
The Gyo people and the Crown people, the Nimba people and the Grand Gedeh people, they got so many children between them for generations and generations. They're the same people. They live together side by side for many, many generations until politics. Samido became president, and then Kuangba Ku and Samido started having problems. That what brought the problem. Kuangba and Samido problem. That what caused all the problem in Grand Gedeh County and between the Grand Gedeh and the thing. Look, so don't let politicians knock your heads together because you will be dying while they be enjoying. Those dirty Sanama swine eating their damn money on Capitol Hill, taking all the dirty prime envelopes. You won't be killing one another for them. You think your life that what you sheep or you goat to die in, to sacrifice yourself for them? Don't do that. That's my appeal to y'all. Don't let these Sanama swine use y'all. Don't even let me use y'all. Thank you so much. God bless you all. And may God keep Grand Gedeh County united. And may peace and harmony be restored between the Nyao people and the Konobo people. And may all the enemies of Grand Gedeh, the politicians who are instigating all the trouble, may they die. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Once again, to our sisters that are following the show or those that will be following, if you have a relative in Oman or anywhere in the United Arab Emirates that want to get in touch with us, you can get in touch with us through the WhatsApp number that is on the screen. That's +231 888 624171. +231 888 624171. We'll speak with you and see how we can get in contact with the government of Liberia. So that's it for today. So that's next week. We'll be here, right?
Monday. No show tomorrow. I was about to say that. I'm going to Houston tomorrow, Texas. I will be in Houston for the weekend, going to visit with my sister. And so I will not be here. And so there will be no show tomorrow because my flight is an early morning flight. And so I will not be here. Thank you so much. I will arrange in Grand Gedeh for a radio station. But I make some arrangements so I can call there and speak to the people and beg them to hold together. Make some arrangements. We will pay the radio station. I said my big brother Abraham Gedeh will pay for it. He will pay so I can call there and speak to the Grand Gedeh people so that we can hold together. No war, no ethnic, no sectarian crisis in Grand Gedeh. We're one people. God bless you all. Bye-bye.
Okay.